Hello and welcome to Panther Financial Services. This is Pranav Patil. Today we will discuss about Celsius company, which is US based company who filed the bankruptcy for a bankruptcy yesterday, and why it is in the news. Why I'm saying the similar thing is happening. What we have seen in Indian market in 1992, we all call it as a Harshad Mehta scam. So the agenda for today's discussion, we will discuss different point like what is cryptocurrency, what is crypto, then what is Bitcoin or Bitcoin mining, what is Celsius company, when they started the operation, what is their business model, where they failed, and my personal opinion about the crypto market also. So let's start with the crypto currency. What is basically crypto or cryptocurrency? Say, I'll make it in a very simple word. So let's take this is the 100 rupees note I have in my hand, right? Assume it this is the 100 rupees note. What is the purpose of this note? Basically to buy the goods and services and to do a saving. This is the purpose of this 100 rupees note, right? So similar way, this is the physical form, right? Now the cryptocurrency is also a currency which is into digital form, which is used to buy goods and services, and also for a speculation perspective, or we call it as a trading perspective. This is the simple meaning of cryptocurrency, what it is. Now digital form is like when you buy a shares, do you have the certificate nowadays in your hand? No, it is into your demat, right? Dematerialized form. You can see in your app, okay, how many shares you have bought. It this is just an example. If you buy 10 shares of HDFC, you'll see 10 shares HDFC. So similar way, cryptocurrency is also, you can buy it in the same fashion via online mode. So digital form of currency is called as a cryptocurrency. Now you have a different currencies, like you have a INR, you have a USD, you have Australian dollar, you have Singapore dollar, you have Japanese yen, you have Chinese yuan. So these are the different type of currency we see in the market, right? So similar way in the crypto also, we see a different currencies like a Bitcoin, you see stable coin, you see Dogecoin, etc, etc. There are a number of currencies are there. Now this is all about the cryptocurrency in a simple format. Now what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a one type of cryptocurrency which is used to buy goods and services again. Now what is Bitcoin mining? Most of almost 70-75% people, when they see a Bitcoin mine, they somebody when I checked with one particular person, he said mining matlab mine hota hai, usme se khod ke nikalte, it is like a commodity. Absolutely not. Bitcoin mining is called as a process of verifying the digital transaction of cryptocurrencies, or the Bitcoin transaction basically. So what happens, but do you say this is the 100 rupees note, can you print in your home and you can circulate? No, right? It is illegal to do. So similar way in the Bitcoin also, or the cryptocurrencies also, you can't simply issue any note in the digital form. There is a particular system. There is a called as a blockchain or algorithm process. Entire process is algorithm basically based. So only those many number of Bitcoins will be there, and they will be traded via chain block only. What is chain block? Basically, if you look at the Bitcoin, I'm specifically talking about Bitcoin now. So Bitcoin has a maximum, Bitcoins will be in the market is 21 million. Quantity I'm saying, maximum in the future, and to max their target is. So only 25 million quantity will be there in the market of for Bitcoin currency. So if I have 100 Bitcoin, when I sell that, that goes to another person, right? That entire process is not easily, okay, I sold it immediately, bought it. It doesn't work in that way. When you buy shares, what happens? You get a trade detail. You get a trade value. You get the counter details as your counterpart details, and that goes to settlement. Then the settlement happens, and then the money flow happens with the help of clearing member basically, and then the shares comes to your dematerialization or demat account, right? So similar way, when you buy a currency Bitcoin, or when you sell the currency, there is a proper verifications happens. You get the proper IDs or the number of how many Bitcoins you bought it, what is the trade number, or what is the number of your Bitcoin, everything. Nobody, anybody cannot go and you simply issue a Bitcoin or sell the Bitcoin. It doesn't work in that way. So this is all about the Bitcoin mining. In a simple word, Bitcoin mining is like a process of verifying the digital transaction. जैसे मैंने बाय किया है, तो is it legally correct Bitcoin or not? With the help of proper IDs, or I get it. So this is all about the Bitcoin mining. Now next is Celsius. Celsius is a company which is based in the US. Alex and Daniel Leon started this company in 2017. The purpose of this company to lend, to borrow, or to give the access to the digital currencies. So if you wanted to know more about this company, don't read in the newspaper or don't do a Google. Go to their proper website. I'll mention that website in the description box as well. If you want, you can check that as well. So Celsius was started by these two people in 2017. By 2018, they started their app as well. What basically do, in a simple word, they invest into crypto market or the Bitcoin currency or different cryptocurrencies. So not everybody has an appetite to invest at the higher level. So they take money from the different people. So they have a client base of 17 lakh plus client base they have. They have taken the money from a different people. They have invested money into crypto market. Now what is the issue then? They have invested. They should have a patience, right? But what has happened, because of the greed, basically, I'm not pinpointing or doing due diligence of Celsius model or Celsius company or this entire bankruptcy case, not at all. What the entire my point is to do a customer or the investor awareness. So what they do, they raise the money, they invested into cryptocurrencies. At the same time, they borrowed the money from a different people. They lend the money to different people. Like how it works. Suppose these 17 million people invested with the Celsius model. Again, they gave a margin to the other people as well who wanted to do a trading in a cryptocurrency. Now, when it comes to stock exchange, there is a regulator. At certain level, if you don't, put the more margin, if the stock is going down, then RMS has to square off. But similar fashion in Bitcoin, there is no proper model as such. So what they did, they have their own institutional team as well, to where they do a leverage trading as well, where they got a backfired at certain level. It is not only one the vertical field, but there are a number of vertical field. So this is where the over leveraged happened, and right now they don't have much money to pay back to all the customers. This is the one leverage. Second is they lend the money as well. What happens when you raise the money, you invest, right? You need a more money to do a business, right? So how you get it? So you do a collateral again in the market. That is, we call it as a SPV. Again, the entire pool, goes to market, and against that they raise the money. And suppose the Bitcoin price is 50,000 and I took a loan at 35,000 by taking a 30% haircut. And if the Bitcoin price goes to below 35,000 or 30,000 or 25,000, if I don't put extra margin in my account, or if I don't give a extra security, the counterpart in the market simply sell off the position. It is very clear. So if one model fails, if the cash is get choked, the business gets hammered. So what happened in the Harshad Mehta time in 1992, I am not here to tell you the details, or what my point is that what Harshad did is he took a money from the banks and he invested into the market. And he was not the one person only, there was a number of people who were doing this. But the entire scam made it like only he did it. The scam entire value was somewhere less than $1 billion, somewhere around 5,500 crore rupees. The entire the scam, we call it as. So what he did, he took a money, he invested it, and few people got this news. They thought that now the selling pressure will come, and the market started coming down. He did not sell it. He did not sell it at the right time. So market again pushed back on the downside. So similar fashion we saw in the cryptocurrencies as well. You must have seen that cryptocurrency went up and it started coming down, 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 and it is trading somewhere around 18 to 20k range. Dollar I'm talking about. So this is what happened. So mostly they lend the money, they borrowed the money, they give a huge amount of leverage to their institutional team who does the trading. They have in the past they have given the and crazy returns like 17% they have given the return in terms of dollar, which is very very big deal. 17% return. They are into somewhere around 12 different countries plus. It is not a easy, any company, the entire the dent they are talking about like $7 billion, and even there is another hedge fund who had a dent of $10 billion. So in INR terms you can talk it like 80,000 crore rupees. And in 1992 Harshad scam was somewhere, we call it as a Harshad issue, was like a 5,500 crore. But my only point is that you need to have a patience. Now I'll tell you why I'm saying. Now this is all about what happened and where the model failed. Now I also mentioned why I'm saying it is a Harshad kind of scam, because he took a money, he tried to push it similar way. These people took a money, they tried to push it, they again did the mortgage in the market, they raised the money, and they didn't provide the collateral. The market participant doesn't have any option rather than squaring up the position. Now what is my opinion, or why I'm saying what could happen in the Bitcoin or cryptocurrency? If you look at the Bitcoin history, from a $1,000 it went to $20,000. From $20,000 it came down to $4,000. Now from $4,000 it went up to $60,000. So from 1 to 20 it's 20x. From 20 to 4k it's like 1/4 of valuation. Now from 1/4 that valuation it went up to $60,000. Now from $60,000 1/4 is like a 15k, 18, it is trading around 18 to 20k range bound. Now it is very difficult to feel Bitcoin or Bitcoin currency. Trust me, there is a huge amount of money is involved in the Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies. There are big corporate like a Tesla and many corporate accept the Bitcoin as a currency. Now what happens if I'm a service vendor who accept the Bitcoin? If I sold my product at a $50,000 of that Bitcoin, now if I did not convert immediately into my currency, then I may have a problem to run my business. That is what happened. There are a number of businesses, they are having a cash crunch, and if they sold the Bitcoin at this rate, they will have a problem. This is what is the problem today with the Bitcoin. Now what my point is that it is a market, it goes up and down as well. You need to have patience. Why I'm saying, it is not a today the crypto has come down. In the past also it happened. You just imagine in 1992 Celsius was 1400, 1991 1400. From 1400 today after 20 years it is trading around, it reached at 60,000. Just imagine the kind of wealth creation happened in the last 20 years. If you look at the 1993 or 1992 sentiments, nobody was ready to invest into market. People were thinking, okay, market matlab satta hai boss, paisa lagta nahi hai, it doesn't make any sense to invest into market. But those people who had a patience, they made a crazy wealth. Just imagine 1400 Sensex and today it is trading around 60,000. It is because if you had a patience, you could make a money. And similar things happening in the crypto market as well. The last month there was an investment banker in my office as well. They were looking, he was from a Citibank. He left his job and the person started full-time career into cryptocurrency. He said it is a passionate, basically he wanted to do something different. So he left his a good job investment banking, and we were discussing couple of things in detail. I'm not sharing that. Basically they were looking for a good HNI client base where we can divert them into cryptocurrency. I told them we do not have that kind of mindset right now, but sure in the future we will do it. Basically when you wanted to try new product, you need to have your own skin to feel that test. Right now, that time, even today also, we don't have our own skin to feel it. Maybe in the future we will have it for sure. So my point, coming back to the main point, filling a bit cryptocurrency, it is very difficult. Uh, you may see a different news and the different, it comes down for a reason, or maybe one currency may fail, but entire crypto, uh, so we call it as a fashion, it won't go immediately. And the current situation, like Russia and Ukraine issue, they are actually giving a more thoughts to accept as a global currency, as a cryptocurrencies, basically, to do. So in a cryptocurrency, what you can do, you can, give the currency. If you are sitting in India and if you wanted to say pay $20,000 to American people in the USA, what you can do, you simply pay say 16 lakh rupees in your account, you buy the one Bitcoin, and you just transfer that Bitcoin to that American people who were I wanted to give the money. So this is the very easy way to pay the money as well. Trust me. And this is the what there are a number of business models who provide this kind of services. The Celsius also one of them who provide this kind of services, and for that they charge like a 2%, 3% depending on the market practice, basically the kind of trades you are doing. For a trading, sometimes it happens in the trading, market comes down, market goes up as well. You need to have patience. So as an investor, if you are having a Bitcoin in your account, I'm sure very less will have it. But if you look at the patience, you can't imagine the price of Bitcoin after 20 years. The 1400 Sensex after 20 years becomes 60,000. 20,000 Bitcoin or 18,000 Bitcoin, you can't even imagine the kind of price will be there. Here I'm not pitching the Bitcoin, or I'm not asking you to invest or not to invest. What I'm saying, these kind of issues happen in the market, and the people, uh, lost the faith on the market. And similar, I see the situation today about the cryptocurrency. In coming days, you will find a huge amount of news in the media as well. Cryptocurrency is a bogus, the company was bankrupt and people lost huge amount of money. My only point is that if you invest in a proper way, you need to understand the model, basically where they are investing, or do you, the money, basically the third party, you are investing via third party, then you do recheck. If you are directly buying in your account, not for a trading perspective, then you should not be worried about it. I always say that if you are doing an investment, even the cryptocurrencies as well, you need to have a patience. The kind of returns it may create in the future, it will be one of the best returns for sure. Thank you for your time today. Hope you enjoyed the discussion. If you have any doubts, do mention in the comment box, or you can WhatsApp me. I'll try to resolve that. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. Bye.